لنا هلا مباشرة عبر الهاتف المتحدث الإعلامي باسم السفارة الأميركية Officer كاسي بنفيلد. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Let me go straight to the point. Is this about Basil's corruption or his support to Hezbollah?
Well, let me just first start by saying that today's action should come as no surprise. The United States has repeatedly stated that it will promote accountability for the actions of Lebanon's leaders. And so today, the United States is sanctioning former Lebanese government minister Jebran Basil for corruption under global Magnitsky authorities.
Yes.
Through his self-serving actions, Basil prioritized his own interests and ambitions ahead of those of the Lebanese people. So today's designation is really about promoting accountability. Mr. Basil's abuse of his government position for personal and political gain at the expense of the Lebanese people is unacceptable. The Treasury Department's press statement lays out the facts of the case that we can share publicly. But just to cite one example, while Minister of Energy, Mr. Basil was involved in approving several projects that would have steered Lebanese government funds to individuals close to him through a group of front companies.
Yes.
Mr. Basil, yes, go ahead, sorry.
Yes, but do you confirm that it's not because it has no link whatsoever to his support for Hezbollah?
Well, Mr. Basil was designated under global Magnitsky for his role in corruption, but that doesn't preclude designations under different authorities. Hezbollah depends on endemic corruption in Lebanon for its survival and to get what Iran wants out of the country. And Basil's partnership with Hezbollah has helped to strengthen and perpetuate a system of endemic corruption that undermines the foundations of a safe, secure, and sovereign Lebanon.
Yes. Okay. Why haven't we seen...
نترجم قبل على بعض كل سؤال. اوكي، يعني ما قاله المتحدث الإعلامي بالسفارة الأميركية كاسي بنفيلد هو أنه في هذا القرار تؤكد الولايات المتحدة أنها ستحاسب السياسيين الفاسدين، وأن جبران باسيل بحسب هذا القرار هو يفضل المصلحة الشخصية على حساب المصلحة العامة، وأن الخزانة الأمريكية عرضت يعني جزء من الأسباب وستكتفي بهذا القدر من الأدلة. سأنتقل إلى السؤال الثاني. Mr. Bonfield, many Lebanese truly believe that Jebran Basil is corrupt, but at the same time, many Lebanese believe as well that other politicians are also corrupt. But it seems that the United States is only punishing or sanctioning those who are allied with Hezbollah.
Well, no, I mean, as we showed today with the global Magnitsky sanction, what we're really doing is targeting individuals who are involved in corruption. And it really has nothing to do at all with the person's religion or sect or any other affiliation.
But that's a statement, it's not a fact, because all of the Lebanese personnel who are sanctioned so far have direct affiliations or allies, or they are allied with Hezbollah, and no other Lebanese official who is opposed to Hezbollah has been indicted or has been punished. Of course, we're not asking for that to happen because it's not the U.S.'s responsibility to do that. But at the same time, the statement of the Treasury Department says clearly that mentions that Jebran Basil is affiliated to Hezbollah and is allied with Hezbollah, and it accuses him of corruption. And it states that many Lebanese think that Jebran Basil is corrupt, but also many Lebanese believe that other political leaders, will not name them now, are also corrupt. But so far, the United States Treasury Department or the United States administration has only punished or sanctioned personnel or political figures who are associated or allied to Hezbollah.
Well, look, Hezbollah depends on corruption for its survival, and when we're targeting corruption, we're also targeting the very foundations that Hezbollah depends on for its survival. So today's action, while it's really about promoting accountability for Mr. Basil's corrupt actions, it's not about any particular political group or party, religion or sect. And we will continue to use all of our legal authorities and diplomatic tools at our disposal to fight corruption and to promote accountability. And when we do that in solidarity with the Lebanese people who seek to end business as usual.
Yes. Mr. Casey, as the head of the largest Christian party, some will see this as designation and action against the Christians. Is this the case?
No, absolutely not. No, again, it's not about Mr. Basil's religion. This is about Mr. Basil's action. Anyone who is trying to argue that these sanctions are an attack on a particular community or religion is just diverting attention. Corruption is something that affects everyone, not any particular religion.
بنترجم بس انه هذا القرار لا يستهدف اي قاعده يعني طائفيه او اي مكون اجتماعي في لبنان. Mr. Casey, does this decision has anything to do with the U.S. election? It seems like it was passed right before the results of the U.S. elections were finalized.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the full question. Can you repeat that?
Okay, this decision that was stated by the Treasury Department, does it have anything to do with the U.S. elections? It seems that it has been passed like a few days before the results of the U.S. presidential elections are out.
No, this decision or action is not at all related to the U.S. presidential election. No.
Okay, لا علاقة لهذه القرار بالانتخابات.
Mr. Casey, will this action undermine government formation?
The action is completely unrelated to Lebanon's government formation process. It was taken in response to clear evidence of Mr. Basil's corruption. But that said, we continue to urge all of Lebanon's leaders to make difficult choices to end business as usual, to implement urgently needed reforms, and to set Lebanon on a path towards real health and prosperity.
Yes. المتحدث بعد في عندك.
One last question. The Jebran Basil is the head of the FMP political party. Will that decision have any effect on the political party itself or any of its leaders, or is it just related to Mr. Basil?
I don't think so, because this designation is not about his party. It's about Mr. Basil and promoting accountability for his actions.
سألنا المتحدث الرسمي بالسفارة الأميركية إذا ما كان لهذا القرار أو العقوبات التي فرضت على جبران باسيل أي تأثير على قيادات أخرى أو أعضاء آخرين في التيار الوطني الحر، فكان الجواب بالنفي وبأنه هذا القرار يستهدف فقط شخصه.
نعم. المتحدث الإعلامي باسم السفارة الأميركية Officer Casey Bonfield, thank you so much for being with us, sir.